Hey guys, how's it going? It's Carlos E.S.P. here with the Legion of Nerds. We're in Newbury Park, California at the grand opening of Star City Comics here with the owners.
Hi.
Timmy Heague and Paul Roman Martinez.
What's up?
How's it going, guys?
Great.
So how was the first day? How would you say the turnout was?
Phenomenal. It was either one of those things, I kept thinking it was either going to be 5 people at the door or it was going to be a whole bunch, and luckily it was the latter. I've never seen so many people packed in a comic
once you start
shop.
seeing people lined up, then you're like, all right.
Yeah, it felt...
It's cool.
Got the keys to the shop, it felt real. Started paying bills, it felt real. When I saw a line that I couldn't see where it ended, then it very much felt real.
I wish we could have moved some more My Little Pony plushies. And I wish I could have eaten more cake.
So if anybody doesn't know you guys just off of your name and your shop, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you guys started. Your
if only I could recite our internet bio.
Timmy is a former comics child prodigy. Prodigy?
Yeah.
That's where he comes from. Just prove it's not true.
Seriously. No, I watched Star Wars when it came back in the theaters in the 90s. My dad took me. I started loving nerdy things like no other. He figured, hey, why don't you try a comic book? And I picked up Green Lantern 146 and Web of Spider-Man #1, which I think we have Web of Spider-Man up there, actually, funny enough, looking at me. And I just fell in love with it. I read those 2 books so many times I could act them to this day. And every Wednesday I'd buy new comics, like our new comic wall over there, and on a Sunday I'd buy back issues. And I'm 22 today, and I've been doing it since. I just loved it. Thank you.
By the way, it is Timmy's birthday today, so happy birthday to Timmy.
Thank you. Best birthday present I could have ever gotten. Yeah, not everybody gets their dreams to come true on their birthday.
Yeah, you timed that pretty well.
Yeah,
Good job.
Believe it or not, it was complete coincidence. We knew the date of when we were getting the keys to the joint, when we're going to make things happen. And we're like, oh, we should open up on a Wednesday because it's New Comic Book Day. And there was September 24th. I was like, oh, that's crazy. My birthday's on the 23rd, and well, we couldn't say no to a party. We just couldn't say no.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Now, Paul here.
I've been self-publishing my own book series for about 5 years now. And in that process, I've produced board games, prints, t-shirts, whatever. And so I've just kind of learned the ins and outs of the comic book industry that way. And so doing a store, it's research I'm already doing, what product's coming out, what's hot, what do people want. And now I just put it to use, all this extra research I already do.
Right on.
The biggest trip was all my life I've known all these crazy facts I always thought were useless, like who appeared in this book or what books were hard to find, and now they've come to use, and it's something I'm very thankful for. I'm doing what I love. That's fantastic.
Well, now that you guys have the shop, what's your next steps going forward?
Oh, God. We're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. We set up a bunch of poll lists tonight we're very excited for, so people can get their comics with a great discount. We're doing comics delivery, so people, if they're busy at work or people want to support us from outside the Newbury Park, Thousand Oaks area, we can bring the books to them. We're going to start doing tournaments, all the gaming tournaments, game nights, lots of more signing events. We had a bunch of people here tonight, and it was incredible turnout. Everyone was happy, and we definitely want to do more of that. And we got a few live music booked coming up these upcoming months, so I'm pretty excited about that. And
yeah, I think the first step is opening a store.
Yeah.
Then the second step is making that store the best you can make it.
Yeah.
I mean, not just filling it with stuff, but fill it with stuff that you think people need to see, and selling it and convincing people, look, this is awesome. Why is it awesome? Here's why. So we don't want to be a shop that's just like, okay, here's our shelves. We want to be like, look, check this out. We just got this in. This is why it's cool. You should check it out too.
I can say 100% certainty that there's nothing half-assed about this store. We put in effort in every product we carry.
Timmy and I are both obsessive about different areas of the shop, which works because I'm like, I got to get this part perfect, and he's like, I got to get this part perfect, and so we let each other do our thing.
For working 5-7+ years in a comic shop and thinking of all the things you would have liked to do and better, I got to finally put it to use.
That's got to be a nice feeling.
Yes, incredible. Because a lot of people do that at their job, but they never have a chance to execute it. Like, oh, I could have done this better, and now I get to 7 days a week.
So since you're a owner-creator yourself, do you have plans for expanding that market in your store, or how's that going to work for you?
Probably not, just because there's so much going on with the store I have to keep track of. It's kind of its own thing. And then once you start crossing over too much, it can get confusing. And especially if I'm dealing with customers coming in here. Are they a customer? Are they a fan? Are they a friend? And so I just do my best to keep it separate. But of course, when I have a big release, I'll be going all out, tournaments or signings or whatever. I just don't want to be one of those things where people see my book and it's like, oh, that book again, you know? Because that, you know, that's my main thing. That's who I am. That's my legacy, you know?
Right.
And now the shop is the next step. It's the next piece of that. And hopefully Timmy's going to help me do that. I'm going to help him make his legacy. So.
Like, there's a lot of stores out there for the past few years that have been very, like, certain company centric or some book centric, and I get what Paul's saying. Like, he doesn't want this to be known as the 19XX store, which by the way is his comic 19XX. But we are definitely going to carry his book because I'm a fan of it. It's awesome. But we're going to be a store that carries everything and anything that people want. And yeah,
you know, it's the goal is to be a store that promotes the medium, not one brand, not one book. And the medium is comics and games. That's really the main thing, and everything else has to either connect directly or, you know, some way fit into that.
Comics are my favorite art form and medium, and more the merrier. More the merrier.
All right, guys. So if people want to come to your shop, how can we get to you? How can we find you?
We have a website, starcitycomicshop.com.
That's the best way to keep up with everything, or Facebook, our Facebook page. And other than that, what's the address to me?
2405-A Michael Drive, Newbury Park, California, 91320. Can you tell I've had to recite that a million times this past few weeks?
And just search us on Google Maps. We're on there. And we're right off the freeway, off the 101.
You can see us right from the 101. And there'll be a banner soon on the fence that can be seen from the freeway.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your new shop.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Carlos E.S.P. with the Legion of Nerds here at the opening of Star City. See you soon.